Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
Well, here we go. This is the first one of many opportunities for you to acquire the golden ticket. Access to everything Q101 does for an entire year, free. You will be in there. And it starts with Cage the Elephant. We're going to qualify you for tickets for Cage the Elephant this Wednesday night. And then after that, you qualify, you get everything we do. This is the biggest thing, one of the biggest things we do all year long. I'm glad it's finally here. Let's go. It's been busy with Lala and Green Day, but let's get into it. All you got to do is text CAGE, C-A-G-E, to 312-591-8300. C-A-G-E, CAGE. Text that right now to 312-591-8300 for your chance to win those tickets and the golden ticket.
Okay. It seems like an easy one, doesn't it?
Yes.
What do you think that's going to get sent to me?
I'm hoping just, Cage. I hope
Me
that.
too.
Don't overthink it. Let's go and let's get into it. And good luck, everybody, because listen, we see these people the rest of our lives, pretty much the last 5 years, 6 years. I've been seeing both all of the golden ticket winners. So here we go. Fact that makes your brain go, I wasn't lying to you there. It's an incredible experience.
I see what you did there.
But 50% of Chicagoans are lying to you every day. Kenzie thinks it's about their happiness.
It's not bad. Well, when you're like, how are you? And everyone's like, fine.
Good.
Everything's good.
Good.
Everything's good.
The higher my voice gets, the more I'm lying. Usually people have determined.
Yeah.
Good. It's good. Dogs are barking. That's good. Because sometimes you just don't want to get into it. But I think it's funny when
it's I also don't think it's their intent in the hallway to really hear what's going on. Well, how do you find a seat?
I actually love it when you say what's going on and people just get into everything in their life.
I do love it.
Because it's just like, whoa, that's a lot to unpack. But also I think it makes them feel better to really tell somebody about what's really going on and just saying, good. Case thinks 50% of people are lying about reading a book. And as we made very clear, listening to an audiobook does not count as reading.
This is true. It's two totally different things.
Period. You listen to an audiobook? Awesome. But you listen to it. You didn't read it. It's the word is the verb. You can't say that.
Sitting down and opening a book to that little introduction page is almost terrifying.
Well, you've been reading an Elon Musk autobiography for 5 years. It was written before he bought Twitter, and every time we talk about books, you go, yeah, man, I'm reading this Elon Musk thing. You're not reading it. It's collecting dust.
But if I'm halfway through, does it count as I'm reading it?
No, because you are halfway through before the pandemic.
How did you not finish it during the pandemic? Out of all the times, I could understand if you started and then things opened again, but how did you not read it once things closed?
I started doing everybody else. I started binging Squid Game and other things.
Well, you were doing dancing TikToks.
That's right.
With your wife.
Had to work on those. A lot of stuff happened during the pandemic for me.
Oh, you were busy.
Busy guy.
Both you guys are wrong, and here it is. And this may seem obvious, but some real deep data has been done on this, and it's kind of disturbing when you think about it. The average person in Chicago is lying 50% of the time about being honest on their dating apps, their profile. Now, I think you might be thinking, well, probably everybody lies and all that. Well, as an experienced dating app person, because I met my wife on Match, and now married 3 years with a baby, everything's working out just great.
Shouts out.
I lied on my dating profile. I mean,
what'd you lie about?
Nothing about.
You're already tall. I mean, good Lord. What?
That's the biggest thing with women, right? The guys say they're like 6 foot and they're 5'10" or 5'9" or 5'7".
Like 5'3". It's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
I wish I had taken a screenshot because Megan likes to bring it up all the time. But I said I love working out.
What?
Yeah. I am active, but I don't love working out. I mean, who loves really working out? And
Then why did you feel the need to write it?
Because I thought it made me look better. I just thought, this guy likes to work out. That's cool. You know, what girl?
I date this guy.
Would you think that's nice if a guy said I liked working out in my profile?
No, I'd be like, what a douche.
Why?
Because that would just be solo. Love getting in that gym. Like, no thanks. I want a guy who's like.
I don't think I said it that way. I should have said it that way.
I clock into the iron mines every day. I do some work.
It sounded like the guy. It would sound like Will Ferrell and Iron Man. Like, it's boring, but it's my life. Like, he's pumping. Like, no thanks. I want a guy who's like, God, we should try really good restaurants and then go get dessert. I'm like, absolutely. I don't need someone pressuring me to be at the gym every day.
I
Suck one. Leave me alone.
I went on a long arc of basketball, Muay Thai, kickboxing.
You're posting your personal bests.
Yeah. Now, I will say, before you come at me here, I drew the line at a shirtless pic at that time.
I bet, because you didn't love working out. I'm sure the shirtless pic would have been an immediate indication.
Well, I could have said, here's my before picture. Wait do you see the after?
Oh, yikes.
That'd have got people in, right?
And listen, there's probably some girls out there who love working out, and you guys are meant for each other. I'm just thinking it wouldn't be a turn on for me. It's not what I'm looking for.
Well, that's the problem. Having been, I don't think you were were you big on dating apps at all?
No, I only so after I got cheated on, I made a Tinder, and then I just you get super liked on Tinder.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. And
I've heard about it.
Some people get super liked on Tinder.
I just got a bunch of those one night, and then I deleted it because I felt better after getting cheated on. That's what I did. I'm like, okay, a lot of people super like me. I'm fine.
Those poor people waiting who gave the super like. They took that one super like they weren't paying for and gave it to you.
24 hours.
I remember you could buy more super likes.
Is that what happens? I don't know, because I didn't select people. But what sucked, this is so funny. The one night I had it, I was sitting there with my roommate. I'm like, guys suck, whatever. I just got cheated on. And I'm scrolling through and I'm getting super liked. And we stumble across her boyfriend.
Yikes.
And she's like, what? And she goes, swipe on him, see if he responds to you. I go, nope. I go, not playing this game. I don't like it. I don't want to participate at all. It's a dangerous place.
Nick the G-Man checked in and said Brian put GTL on his profile. Gym, tan, laundry, let's go.
Whiter than Casper, another thing you lied about.
I really wish I would have kept that profile somewhere. I did keep it for a little while after dating Megan, and then her friends came at me, why are you still on Match? I go, because I paid ahead.
Yeah,
I'm not just going to cancel something I paid ahead on. I can't get the money back.
Well, just in case, what if Megan would have left you?
Well, that's what they looked at it as for some reason I would leave Megan, which is ridiculous. So they thought, that she might bail on me. I said, well, listen, it's just kind of fun. I like going through the profiles. It's fun.
That's not a good thing to say.
It didn't work.
I like going through the profiles.
Yeah, they still bring that up. Case, were you big on dating apps at all?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, okay.
Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. I met my girlfriend on Hinge.
Hinge seems to be the one lately now that when people say they met their person on there, it's real. And I'm not being demeaning. I'm just saying it seems like Hinge is people that have been together the longest that I know met on Hinge, it seems like.
I loved it. I had more dates through Hinge
Match has been good for me, but I mean right now.
No, yeah. I had more dates through Hinge than anything else. I enjoyed my time on the app. I met a lot of nice ladies there.
Did you do any of the the white supremacist ones, farmers only?
Did I do any of the white supremacist dating apps?
Good Lord.
I don't think so.
I always felt because you know how Black People Meet came out?
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden I started seeing farmers only. And I'm like, it might as well be called You Know What We Mean. And that's how I felt when I saw it.
There's plenty of farmers out there that need to meet each other.
I'm like, okay.
As deep as I got was Plenty of Fish. Remember that one?
Did you do Plenty of Fish? It was free, right?
That was the free one.
Oh,
yep.
Did you do Christian Mingle?
I think I did for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I was on Christian Mingle. And then
eHarmony was the one that you're supposed to find love on. Remember that one?
I did that one.
You had to pay a lot of money.
Well, it wasn't just that. You had to answer a questionnaire. It was 100 questions. They said, we can make it better for you if you do this. I got through 23 questions. I'm like, screw this.
It was like that Elon Musk book. You just said, screw this.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore.
The questions are about you. It's not like a quiz.
Yeah, but I'm like, if I do all this, then there's no reason to date them because they already know every single possible thing about me with this. And I want to be able to talk to them about some of the things I like at some point.
I leave so many interesting facts.
Yeah.
I'm blowing my wad early.
Yeah.
What am I going to say?
I put everything on the table? Calm down. Jeez.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, once again, with the golden ticket, we just did the first keyword. It's going to be happening every hour, all day long with us, with Lauren and Brian Phillips for the next several weeks. Your chance to get access to everything Q101 does for an entire year. All the shows, everything, lounges, Twisted, everything. So the keyword is CAGE, C-A-G-E. Text that right now to 312-591-8300 for a chance to win. You'll get Cage the Elephant tickets for this Wednesday, and then you're qualified for the golden ticket. Again, text CAGE to 312-591-8300. Do it right now. As we get into the highlights of your weekends, people checking in. It's my daughter Aurora's 6th birthday today.
Aww.
And she always asks to listen to the funny people. Now he puts quotes, you guys
Thank you.
on the radio.
Thanks very much.
That was a close one.
I know. I'm like, so what do you guys do every morning?
And that's Brian checking in from Chicago, but his daughter's name is Aurora. Happy 6th birthday, Aurora.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Let's go. A lot of people also checking in about some guy made a picnic table and burned it. I mean that in a good way. Like he burned the ends on it. You see a picnic table like some wood that's charred. I've seen that on the.
Like he stained it, designed it. Okay.
So cool, making stuff over the weekend, spending that time to do that.
Can you imagine making a picnic table?
No, they sell them.
That's right.
Yeah.
That guy knows the joy of building something he's going to sit on, and then every time they have dinner on there or lunch or whatever, I built this. See how I built this? That looks amazing. That's amazing, bro. Good job.
I wouldn't be able to stop talking about it if I built a picnic table. It'd be the only thing I'd talk about for the rest of my life.
Would you buy a shirt that said I built a picnic
I
table?
would. I'd buy a shirt and put the picnic table on the shirt so that people know that I built that picnic table.
This is a good one.
Exactly.
You need a picture of it.
American made.
That's great. That's
Well, we know
great.
that's not going to happen because you had your mom come over and put an IKEA shelf together. So.
That's true. But my mom could build a picnic table and then I could take credit for it. That'd be a really good use of my time.
Absolutely.
So check in at 312-591-8300. Now, myself and Case, the producer, and went to the Metallica show Friday, as we talked about on the show around this time, actually, on Friday. And we discussed the seating arrangement, what it should be. So it was me, my wife, Case, and his girlfriend. And Kenzie had said that the girls should sit on the outside with me
That's
and
not
Case.
what I said.
Isn't it?
Why would the girls sit on the outside?
Because I thought you said they could protect us better than we could protect them.
Brian, I believe we were advocating for the girls to sit on the outside.
You wanted the girls on the outside. You said that. You wanted to sit next to Case and talk about foot pedals.
That's right. Guitar pedals. What's he using on Fade to Black here? That'd be wonderful to know.
And I said, you shouldn't do that. I don't think it's going to go well.
Yeah. So instead, it was. So you wanted us on the outside and the girls on the inside of the four seats.
And then when you said absolutely not, I have to sit next to Case, I said you should have aisle, Case next to you, then Mackenzie, then Megan, because Megan could protect Mackenzie. if you insist on being next to Case.
Got it. Well, what we did was I was on the aisle, then my wife next to me, and then it was Mackenzie, and then Case.
Yeah.
So Case was on the outside on the other side.
Were you scared, Case? Because I feel like I saw the picture, you're sitting next to another guy.
No, I was sitting next to Lauren's dreamy husband, so it was all okay.
Oh, it was Lauren's husband?
Oh, my
gorgeous.
God.
Gorgeous.
Love him.
Love him.
No wonder you were willing to not sit next to Brian. He's like, no, I'll sit on the outside, like Kenzie said.
Oh my God! If you guys thought Lauren was good looking, she's got a better half. Let's just say that her husband is dreamy.
A lot of people were
And so talented. He has so many skills. So he used to play in local H, obviously, like super talented. Then was like, you know what? I'm just going to make custom furniture. He could build a picnic table.
Oh, hell yes.
It's unbelievable.
And a lot of people checked in. They think he looks like David Beckham, and they're kind of right.
He does.
Yeah.
It's an apt comparison. No, I had the time of my life sitting next to Lauren's husband, and then as Metallica launched into Harvester of Sorrow, seeing Lauren and her husband passionately kiss each other.
Oh my
Which
God,
was the
that's
most
amazing.
on-brand Lauren thing I've ever seen.
What a beautiful moment. Lauren did the whole show and just like rocked out with the metal horns up.
Oh my God.
Harvester of sorrow.
She's probably pregnant right now because of Metallica. I hope you know that. She's next.
She's like, honey, I love you. Harvester of sorrow. Dun, 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 dun.
She's like, we should have another one. Like she heard that song and thought that.
It was,
reproduce.
It was an incredible show. I've never seen a stage like that ever. I took the whole field of Soldier Field, and as Dan, one of our friends that works here, said he's never seen that many people in Soldier Field before, ever.
It was packed. It's Soldier Field, so it's built for that. The whole thing was fantastic. It was my first time seeing Metallica. I know, Brian, you've seen them a dozen times at this point, but it was an energy that I've never felt before. Seeing that many people. Yes, being into Mammoth, the opening band with Wolfgang Van Halen, and yes, being into Pantera, but then Metallica comes on and it's a whole nother ballgame, and you feel as if you're going to church to some degree because it feels like a religious experience.
Well, that's what Kay said to me, Kenzie. And there at one point, there's a chant of the song going, of Creeping Death, where the whole crowd starts going, and I know you won't be like love this, but die, 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 die. Die, die, die. It sounds really weird without the music.
It really does.
That sounds very negative. Is everyone okay?
And Case thought he was being initiated into a cult during that part of the song.
I really never experienced energy like that before with 50,000 people all yelling die at the same time.
Okay. Well, Case and I have had conversations about this before because he plays me some of his favorite new bands that are fresh out of their parents' garage that are up and coming. And I'm always like, this is why you're so upset all the time. This is why you're tense. Let's a little more Hosier. You know what I mean? Like a slight dash more just to balance it out. It's so aggressive.
There's nothing more cathartic than listening to for me.
Die.
Yeah, that's right. Die. There was a beautiful moment when they played Fade to Black, which was a song that's now, I can't believe it, 40 years old, 84, where James talked about what that song means to everybody. And it's so like 2024 when he's talking about the meaning of that song and what they wrote when they were like 18 years old in 1984.
Sing song Fade to Black, 1984, was written about suicidal thoughts. And you're lying if you haven't thought about it. But you have friends, you have family, you have people around you that care. Don't listen to those voices in your head. Get them outside. Tell your friends. Because you are not alone. You are in the Metallica family. Are you with me?
You may have felt the need to say that after Creeping Death was earlier. Die.
He's like JK though, not like for realsies.
Yeah. We'll keep checking in on your highlight of the weekend, 312-591-8300. We'll get to some more coming up after the break. And first, Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is National Vinyl Records Day. Oh, the original pops and scratches of vinyl. Not like the fake ones they put in digital hip-hop songs today. Sir Mix-a-Lot turns 61 today. And these days, he mixes a lot of Metamucil. Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits turns 75 today. These days, he does the mall walk of life. Singer Elle King says she can go 4 or 5 years without talking about her dad, Rob Schneider. That's nothing, replied casting agents. And a plane carrying the Carolina Panthers ran off the runway after it failed to take off. And that, my friends, is what we call symbolism. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We have to talk about this story from Portage, Indiana. Let's go. Let's go to there where a woman got arrested for something you wouldn't expect. Woman arrested after sharing her, quote, all-you-can-eat order at an Indiana Applebee's in Portage. Now, the all-you-can-eat thing, I believe, is what they had that, they called it a date pass or something, that they sold only 100 of them, I think, and they all sold out in like a minute.
Okay, I will say right now, because I almost went to it this weekend, Applebee's has a thing going on where it's all-you-can-eat boneless wings, double crunch shrimp, and then they're like rib tips or whatever, okay?
Sounds delicious.
And my husband and I almost went, but then we got a Groupon for a different place. Okay, so here's the deal.
Where was the other place?
We went to Elgin Public House.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorites. They have a new Groupon.
Right there.
We bought too many of the old Groupon. We weren't allowed in anymore. They didn't do that. And then we found out there's a new Groupon, so we're back in business for purchase.
Huh.
So, anywho, we love a deal, as you can tell.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah. So we were going to go to this all-you-can-eat. Now, this terrifies me because we were going to split these. He was going to do the shrimp, and I was going to do the boneless wings.
And then just share them.
And then obviously I would have been in prison, which I've had enough of lately. Good Lord.
Right. Another court date on your schedule?
Yeah. No, thank you. I just shared.
Well, here's the story. So she claims, and the woman was from Chicago, went over to Portage to the Applebee's over there, and she claims she did not quite understand the, quote, all-you-can-eat order at Applebee's restaurant does not apply to the entire table of customers, and she was actually hauled off to jail after causing a disturbance, according to Portage police. So I'm guessing it escalated to the point where it caused a scene, and then she had to be arrested.
Maybe asked her to stop, and she's like, shove it down your throat. And
something like that. I mean, it wasn't just sharing that got her arrested. There's not a cop waiting there. There's a
That's
wing.
what I thought. I felt really bad.
Shared a wing. Can't do that. So they were called at 8:30 Friday night to the restaurant along US 6. Maybe you know where that Applebee's is if you're in the region. They learned that a group ordered 2 all-you-can-eat appetizers and was sharing them to others on the table. How do you explain that on 911?
Well, Brian, what do you think that 911 call sounded like?
Hello, 911. What's your emergency? Yeah, so we're over here at the Applebee's, and we've just seen a buffalo, and they're sharing ranch, by the way. Well, what are they doing? They're eating wings, but they ordered all you can eat, and they're not supposed to do that, which is illegal in the state.
Listen. This is a table full of people. Let me really set the scene here. This is a table full of people. They've ordered one all-you-can-eat, which is $15.99, but they're splitting it amongst the crew. You don't understand. This is an emergency. It's $15.99 per person. They obviously didn't read the fine print. They should go to jail.
To be fair, they ordered two of them. So it was the group. They ordered
two for the table?
Kind of like you were talking about with your husband. Like they ordered, you share the wings, and what do the other one? I'll share that.
I don't think they thought that it was going to be this strict of a scenario.
Well, again, what happened was that they shared the food. It was not allowed. A verbal disturbance broke out, and that's when the police came and arrested her.
I'm just confused because it's an Applebee's in Portage, Indiana, not an Applebee's in Guantanamo Bay. I don't know how this escalates to where they're in jail now.
Now, listen, Case, this is what happens. Because $15.99, I'm like, this is getting a little pricey because their boneless wings aren't that expensive in the first place. How many can you eat? You steal the all-you-can-eat. It raises the prices for everybody else who's honestly buying the all-you-can-eat, you know? They're like, well, if they're going to eat 47 wings, we got to amp up the price. Is that fair?
I think there should be some rule. If you order, a couple on the table, you should be able to share them, I think.
That seems fair. That seems like that's the America that we should live in.
Maybe if you order one and you bring like 15 people to the table, I get it. You're hogging. That's called hogging.
Listen, you can't, you do this and their microwaves are all going to go down.
You think they're microwaving the wings?
Of course they are.
That's not true. They're delicious wings at Applebee's. So it did end up turning that the group was presented with the new bill reflecting the all-you-can-eat orders.
Oh, boy. What was it, like $4,000? How many people were there?
The police said the group inaccurately argued with them that the menu did not reflect the per-person pricing, and that's when hell broke loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. While police were talking to the group, the woman came loud and disorderly after ignoring police orders and requests from a friend to calm down. It's chicken wings and mozzarella sticks. Let's calm down here. I mean, I don't know what the bill went to. Like you said, I think it's something like that. Is it $15 or $16 for all you can eat on the Applebee's menu?
It's $15.99 for the current special. Mozzarella sticks are not included, Brian. Don't throw misinformation out there. It's double crunch shrimp, as I previously said. Boneless wings, and it's like a rib tip or some type of ribs. Riblets.
God, do I want some rib tips right now?
I know.
That'd be
it's
so
delightful.
good.
It's a incredible variety. I think it's funny that the waitress is just like, okay, well, I'm going to charge everybody who took a wing. And then this lady lost it. It's so funny.
I need more information here. I need to know what the bill was from what it was supposed to be.
And a very valid question, and a listener sent it in, is how many refills were placed?
We don't know that information either.
Because that's super important. If 7 baskets got brought out versus like if you bought one for $15.99, you're already up as a restaurant.
I'm begging for someone in the region that either works at that Applebee's, knows somebody that works at the Applebee's, or is an Applebee's corporate that can get us. I need the 911 call. I need that. And I need what the bill was after that.
I need some inside information. The friend who said calm down, a waitress on scene, the 911 operator. I will take anyone. Who do we got?
Should I call this Applebee's?
Yes.
Can we do that? Here's what we're going to do.
Ask how many people, and just watch them lose their mind, are allowed to share the all-you-can-eat.
When does that Applebee's open?
It opens at 11, but, well, if I know Applebee's, I know they're getting there early, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, first off, the Sioux is obviously there prepping everything like the bear.
As they say in Applebee's, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
Yeah.
If you're not 2.5 hours early, you're also probably a little late.
Yeah.
So we now go to the Applebee's kitchen in Portage where it's chef, get to your station, please. We have all you can eat orders coming in with wings. Thank you, chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Quarter.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Now, case called the Applebee's. We just talked about this story where a woman got arrested for sharing the all-you-can-eat orders at the Applebee's in Portage.
And then causing a ruckus.
That's why she got arrested. I was really hoping she got arrested just when she was going to like share the wing and they tased her like her arm because the wing was going to the other person. I was hoping the story was that. Like that Applebee's has some kind of system set up to shock you if you try to share something off the plate. But Case, what happened when you called the Applebee's in Portage?
Well, I figured it was early. You know, they open at 11 a.m. I wasn't sure if there would be any staff there. There was not any staff there. I hit 3. I wanted to speak to the manager. I wanted to leave a voicemail to let them know to please call me back on my cell number so we could talk about this situation so I could get Applebee's side of the story. Unfortunately, their line never stops ringing. So what we're going to do is later today, after that Applebee's in Portage opens, I will give them a call back. I will get all the details I can, and hopefully at this time tomorrow, we can come back with some more clarity on a story that is really rocking the nation.
Hopefully, a 16-year-old girl is on shift as the hostess today, so we get all the tea, okay?
That's true. You don't want the guy who takes his job too seriously as Applebee's manager.
We need Cindy to be like, you ain't gonna believe this, bitch. So buckle up. Finally, someone's calling about something useful.
You know what's funny is I wanted more information on the story, so I Googled Applebee's in Portage, Indiana. And normally, when you Google a restaurant, it's the time and the phone number, the location and everything. But Google has the news tab. So they have results, they have images, they have video, they have shopping, they have news. This is the first time the Applebee's in Portage, Indiana has made the news category of Google. And I'm sure it's a great honor for that entire city.
Amen.
Now, Double Features Mike. Double Features, the band that does our house music here for the show, the intro song. He offered, because he lives in Indiana, do you want me to do an ambush segment on my lunch for an update tomorrow?
Ambush, huh?
To see, I don't know what he means by that. Is he going to take like 50 people in there and order like just two of the all-you-can-eat?
We would love the all-you-can-eat for $15.99. Thank you. They're like, why does this keep happening?
Double Features Mike, I'm speaking directly to you on this thing. You do what you have to do for the integrity of being a part of this show. However, I don't have bail money right now. I don't want you getting arrested.
That's your business, okay?
Yes. If you do,
let us know what happens.
Yes, if you do. Please.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.